The cake this man is bringing is said to be the most expensive cake in the world, because to make this cake, people have to place the order many days in advance. But while they were carrying the cake, the owner felt that the two waiters had messed something up. However, the moment they opened it from the middle, a strange light started glowing from inside, and when they finally opened the entire outer box, an incredibly stunning cake appeared. This father is completely overwhelmed by how beautiful his daughter is. Whenever he takes her to the mall or anywhere else, a crowd gathers instantly. Everyone insists on taking photos with his daughter. She doesn't understand why there are always strangers around her. Poor girl, they don't even let her enjoy a lollipop in peace. Sometimes someone asks her to take a photo, other times they want her to dance. China has just revealed one of the most incredible inventions of our time, a car that can drive on the road and fly in the air. Yes, you heard that right. This futuristic machine is known as a land-based aircraft carrier, and it's changing the way people think about travel. This flying car is built from two main parts, a ground vehicle and a flying drone module. On the road, it behaves just like a normal electric car, smooth, silent, and efficient. But the magic begins when you need to take off. With a single command, the drone module on top activates, unlocks its propellers, and lifts the car straight into the sky. Within just a few seconds, an ordinary car transforms into a fully operational flying vehicle. The most surprising part is that you don't need to be a pilot. There's no complicated training required. The controls are as simple and intuitive as driving an automatic car. The company's CEO says that in the future, when traffic becomes unbearable, these flying cars will help people skip the roads and travel through the air with ease. This vehicle is packed with advanced features, powerful propellers, an auto-stabilization system for smooth flight, emergency landing mode for safety, and smart AI navigation that helps guide the car through the air. China's flying car isn't just a concept anymore, it's a glimpse into the future of transportation. This owner ties a magnet around his cat's neck so it can go outside and collect metal scrap, which he then recycles and sells. As soon as the door opened, the cat rushed out as if it were on a mission. The first thing it found was a heavy iron rod, which the owner removed so the cat could continue its search. But after going further, it didn't find anything special, just some everyday items like a door hinge, a spring, a coin, and even a hair clip. While returning home, the owner suddenly realized that he had dropped his house key somewhere. The clever cat quickly used its sharp eyes to spot the key and brought it back to its owner. But when they reached home, a new scene unfolded. The cat was stuck to a female cat who was also wearing a magnet collar. And just like that, the cat didn't only return with scrap, it also brought home a new girlfriend. An owner invited two twin sisters to his house to see whether his cat would be able to recognize them or not. First, he introduced the younger sister to the cat. Then, the owner asked her to go to the other bedroom. But the cat followed her and tried to go inside as well. At the same moment, the older twin sister entered through another door. As soon as the cat saw her, it was shocked. The cat wondered how the girl who just went into the bedroom was suddenly standing at the gate again. A little while later, the younger sister also came out of the bedroom. Seeing both of them together completely confused the cat, and it immediately ran behind the curtain to hide. This is why you should never accept a free cake from a waiter, because they want to see what kind of person is sitting at the table. But this girl didn't understand that nothing in life comes for free. She started cutting out an entire portion of the cake for herself. The waiter didn't say a single word because he wanted to observe her behavior even more. And when she didn't even spare the remaining cake, the waiter finally understood just how greedy the girl sitting at that table really was. Hide. As soon as the piece of fish slipped from the girl's hands, the otter became very excited. It quickly ran toward her window and pressed its small nose against it, hoping the girl would give it the big piece. But the girl gave it a small piece, which the otter refused to eat. Finally, the girl gave it the big piece it had been waiting for, and the otter ate it, chewing it in the most adorable way. This man had grown bored of washing his hands over and over again, so he built a machine in which first his hands are submerged in water, then soap is applied to both hands, and they are scrubbed clean with a brush. After that, his hands are rinsed with water, dried using a hairdryer and a teddy bear, and finally, his hands are completely clean. Look, this guy was waiting for an auto while wearing a hat and shoes 10 times bigger than normal. When an auto stopped for him and he tried to get in, his oversized shoes made it impossible to sit. After several attempts, when he still couldn't get in, he got out, paid the auto driver, and told him to go alone. Never, ever make a mistake like this girl did on your birthday without thinking. Because as soon as this girl suddenly arrives at his house, all the servants immediately start giving her pink balloons. But perhaps the girl had no idea that something like this could happen to her once she entered the room. As soon as she steps in, she is welcomed in a very grand way. Then she realizes that it isn't a surprise planned by anyone else, but her own birthday celebration arranged by her father. This woman participated in a public game to win a prize. The rules were very simple. She had to move a metal strip without touching it with a wooden stick. At first glance, the game seemed easy, but in reality, completing it required a lot of precision and patience, which made it quite challenging. The piece of meat attached to the wooden stick made the game even harder. Participants often complain that because of the meat, it becomes difficult to avoid touching the metal structure. But this woman moves the stick so effortlessly, as if it were a children's game. Watch how excited she is to eat that big piece of meat. Her eyes close with joy, and in the end, she successfully completes the challenge and wins the meat attached to the stick. Look at this girl. She broke her handcuffs in broad daylight right in front of the police, which caused chaos on the train and led to a major accident. When she was arrested, she secretly kept a packet of balloons with her. As soon as the police officer dozed off, she took out a balloon from her pocket and started putting it over her hand. The people sitting in the train were watching all of this, but no one informed the police. Because of that balloon, the handcuffs opened.